Pardon? Yeah, recording get started. So, guys, can you see my screen?
Yes.
Okay, fine. So, let me start my server. Guys, one update like I think from 13 September, I will start the new batch of API testing. If any of your friend or colleague, they want to do the API testing, then let me know.
So because you'll be completing by that time, the course
Yeah,
complete.
yeah, yeah. It will get completed. Today is 31, today 31. So it will take 2 weeks. Okay. So I think on 10th of, I think on 9 September it will get finished. Okay.
Okay. Some of the topics are pending, so you'll be
Yeah, no
covering that
worry.
also.
I will cover. It's my responsibility to cover all the things. Okay. You will not, I will not miss any of the topic. Don't worry. Uh, if not get completed, no worry. I will take the more class also. Okay, you don't have to worry. Let me already. Okay, so let me open my Postman. So please open your Postman and let me close all the things, right? And this is your collection. So yesterday I have provided you the collection and the environment. You can see here. This is the environment which I am using in my Postman, and this is the collection which I am using, right? So I have sent you the exported file. So how you can import that thing which I have already told you. So if you want to import the collection, go to the import section and click on upload file. Okay, so you are able to upload that file. It will get listed here. Okay, and if you want to upload the environment, go to the environment section, and here you will see the import. Same, we can do it for here also. We can import. Okay, so yeah, so which collection we are using? This one, right? So we are using this particular resource, right, to create the employee. So let me create the employee very quickly, and yeah. So I have added the assertion, right? So all get passed. Let me call to the get employee data. Yeah, in the get employee data, all get passed, right? And let me call the get all employee data. Yeah. So in the previous call, you can see it here. So the response have the single object because we have used the ID here, right? The ID, unique ID of the person. That's why you are getting the single object here. Okay. So let's suppose you want multiple object. You want the multiple data, means you want all the data which is existing inside this particular resource, right? So for that we have the get all call, right? We don't have to pass anything, just call based on the host URL and the resource, right? So you will get the multiple result here, right? So there is one thing, if you go to the body section, I want to verify this Ajay, right, which I have created, and Ajay, the ID number is 113. Okay, so if you go here and search where is 113, here you can see the Ajay is here, right? Now the major challenges part is how you can find this element, the Ajay, in this array. And even even let's suppose if you have the question in your mind, we can use the index of, and we can find the index of that particular element, and we can use, right? Okay, let's do that. What I can do it here, go to the JSON editor. Give me a second. Yeah. So you can see it here how many objects are there inside this array. You can see it here, total 99 are there, right? So if I think the new one which you have created, that 113, where is 113? Displaying 113 items, so more. Three, yeah, here you can see. So what is the index of that element, guys? What is the index of this element, this array object? The total length of array is 113, and this is the last element. So tell
One
me
one
what is the index of that?
112.
112.
Yeah, 112. Okay. So if I write it here like something based on the index, if I use something like where response body response body response body is equal to, where response body is equal to, how I can convert this JSON object into JavaScript? We have to parse. Okay, JSON dot parse, JSON dot parse. Okay, and response body. Right. Right now you want this first name you want to fetch, right? So let me, now everything is stored inside this response body. Right now what I can do, let's try to use console.log. Okay, a response body dot first name, right? And it is an array, right? So we have to use index of what is the position 112, correct? Correct. Okay.
Yes.
or uh, or either we can take the ID. Let's suppose I want this ID, so let me pass the ID here instead of first name. Okay, and open my the console window. Let me open the console window. Yeah, let me clear. Okay, now let me call. Here you can see 113 is there, 113. Okay, so are you able to fetch the ID of that particular person, right?
Yes.
Right. Now what I can do, try to understand this concept. Now what I'm doing here, because every time it's taking the other name, let's suppose I'm changing the name something like Vinay. Okay, I'm taking the name as a Vinay. Let's call this thing, and here you can see the first name is Vinay, and what is the ID of that Vinay? 114, right? 114, right? And when you call to get all data, and when you, right, and when you go to the console part, now you can see what is your ID.
It's 113 now.
113. So is this Vinay ID?
No, it was same as
No,
previous, right? You have called the same
Vinay's
previous.
should be 114 because it's next record added.
Exactly. So tell me, if you write the things like that, pass the hard coded value here, then tell me your expected or actual will get failed or not. Fail.
Yes.
And
Yes.
what is the reason behind that? Let me show you. So if you copy this thing, when you are creating any data, right? So the new index will get created. Agree?
Yes.
Right. So let me go here, right? And now you can see it here. If I click on 114, total number of object is 114. And if you go here, let me, if you go here and check, the binary position is at the 113, and here you have used 112. If any data I have deleted, then one element shift to the another element position. Let me open the notepad. So let's suppose this is the zero element, zero index. This is the one, this is the two, and this is the three, this is the four, this is the five, this is six, and this is the 7 and 8, 9. Okay, 9 element. Okay, in the 9 element, the user 1 is there. Okay, user 2 is there, user 3 is there, user 4 is there, user 5 is there, user 6 is there, user 7 is there. Okay, user 8 is there, and user 9 is there, and user 10 is there. Let me put some space so that you have your view. Okay, now if I create any new object inside that particular resource, right? So it will get stored inside the array, and it will create the new index, right? And store the new value, right? Store the new value u11, u11, right? So you can see when you are creating the new element, right? So the index is different. Index is different here. Okay, similarly, let's suppose you deleted one value from here, from here. Okay, from here you have deleted one value. So what happened in the array, the sixth element, the move to this particular position, this should not be the blank. Okay, the shifting operation will perform here. Okay, the sixth element move to the fifth element position, seventh element move to the sixth element position, eighth element move to the seventh element position. Now the total number of index should be length should be 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10, and index should be 9. So whenever anything is added or deleted, there is shifting operation will be performed in array. Okay, so that's why the value is, we don't know the exact position here. If any, let's suppose right now you know the second position, the pile is at the second position index, right? Pile is at second position. If I delete the Rahul test, right, then pile will shift to the Rahul test position at the index 0. So in array, shifting operation is performed actually. Okay, so if you use the value here, the hard coded value, your actual and expected, when you write the validation, it will get failed. It will get failed. Okay, so in that case, what you have to do, you have to write the static data. Similarly, guys, here here you have written one, here you have passed the hard coded value. Here, can you see it here? You have passed the hard-coded value here, right? So if what I will do, and here you are validating address of 0, right? What I can do it here, what I can do, if I'm adding one more object here, okay, or let's suppose let's suppose what index I have used, 0. 0. I want to fail, but this value is coming response. No, in that case it will not get fail. Let me, what I can do, let me change the index number as a 1. As a 1. I want to verify the city. Okay. Now what I am doing here, let me call actually first time. So it gets validated. What I am doing here, if I delete any object from here, right? Now tell me, is there index 0 is exist? Sorry, index 1 is exist in this request?
I think index will exist, but it will get replaced with new value.
Index exists, but the one index is not there, right?
Yes, but it will get replaced after you do a post request.
What replacer?
So means if you will do a post request, then new data will come in place of one index.
If I add, but right now, how many index is there? The length is 1, right, for the address. So it will create a 1 actually, 1 element of index 0. I'm not using index of the another element. I'm using only single object, not any multiple object. So you have only one length. When I call, can you see it here? Your script will get failed. It asking, and here in the validation you have added index of 1 here, but index of 1 is not exist. Is this exist here in this request? In this request, index of 1 is not exist, only 0 index is exist. So you will get the error message, it will return the error message, can't read the property city of undefined. It will return the error message because index of 1 is not exist. So you will get the error message. Okay, so we have to use this index value. Right now we have used the static value, the hard-coded value. We will make this thing as a dynamic. Okay, so let's try to understand how we can make this as a dynamic. Okay, so here let me copy the whole thing and paste it here. If I'm asking you to do to verify the Vinay whose ID is 114 manually, then how you can verify? Tell me, without any searching, like 114 you can type this thing. Not, I know this is the smart work, but you don't have to do. Okay, so can you do the one thing, manually open each and every JSON object, and you will verify the ID and the name? Yeah, first name is Rahul Test. Oh, it is not. You will go and check Payal, the first name, and the ID is 2. Oh, okay, it is not. Okay, then third one, it is also not. So similarly you can perform the up to whenever the element will not get found, right? So same thing we can do using the code, using the code we using the loop concept. Okay, so let's try to understand the looping concept in Java, and it is similar in any language, Java, C#, or JavaScript, any language you can take it, right? So this looping concept is same. Okay, so we'll try to understand loop concept. Here you can see we have three types of the loop: for loop, while loop, do while loop. For loop, while loop, do while loop. Three types of the loop we have. Let's try to understand the simple loop concept, that is the for loop. That is the for loop. What did you mean by the for loop, right? So when you, this is the syntax of the for loop: initialization, condition, and increment and decrement the value. Initialization means initializing the variable and assign the value. That is known as a initialization. Let's suppose if I am using var name, and I'm only declaring this thing. This is known as a declaration. Okay, if I am using var name is equal to 10, right? So this is known as a initialization. Okay, this is known as a initialization. Okay, same thing here, you can see it here, initialization. If you are using the initialization, you have to assign some value, the initial value you have to assign. Okay, and the condition, what condition you want to apply, like if condition, we are applying the condition here, like which we are using in the if condition, right? Like the response code, right? Response code is equal to 201. Condition means this thing, the actual and expected. What condition you want to apply? If that particular condition will get passed, then it will go inside. You know, the condition. If you give me the book, then I will provide my notebook. Right? So this is the condition. Okay, the increment and the decrement value. Here you can see increment and decrement. Increment and decrement. So increment and decrement means you, whatever the value you have assigned here in the, you know, variable name, it will increment or decrement the value. If you use name plus plus, that means it increment the value. If you use name minus minus, it will decrement the value. Okay, let's try to understand by using the code. But remember this syntax: initialization, condition, and increment and decrement. Okay, so remember this concept. Okay, let's try to understand one example. I'm using the JavaScript online executor. The same concept in JavaScript also. Same concept. Okay, so I will open, not this one. In Postman, while doing the API automation testing, you are not doing the very hard coding. Simple coding we are doing. Simple concept and simple coding to validate the things. If you use the REST assured Selenium, then you have to, you know, 100% you have to know the coding actually. You have to know the coding. It's and if you are using REST assured Selenium, then you know, you have to deep coding knowledge you have to know actually, right? Everything you have to, you know, do it in the Selenium, in the REST assured, through the coding. Here in the Postman, you will get all the things as a ready-made, like get is ready. But only you have to pass the URL and you have to pass the header and auth param test. But in the Selenium, for everything you have to write the code. Everything you have to write the code. right? We will use the rest assured, and using that you have to write the code actually, right? So that is require more effort and more time. So that's why the most of the company they start moving, moving to the Postman for the automation testing. Same thing we can also achieve in the Postman. Same thing. And here the effort is less, time is less, and easy to do. Okay, so let's try to understand the for concept. Okay, I am writing for and curly bracket. Okay, now you have to write it here. The first thing is initialization. The first thing is initialization. So let's suppose I am initializing one variable. The variable name is I. Okay, and I am assigning one value that is 0. The initial value is 0, right? And I am writing the condition if I is less than, if I is less than 10, right? I'm writing the condition, and at the end I'm incrementing the value I plus plus, I plus plus. Let's try to understand. So I have used the 3 argument here. The initialization as per the syntax. Here you can go as per the syntax: initialization, condition, increment, and the decrement, right? Same thing I have used here, initializing the things. So I have declared one variable and assign one initial value, that is known as a initialization, right? And here I have written the condition if I is less than 10 and I is plus plus, I means I am incrementing the value. Okay, if I write, I am writing the logic inside the console.log, inside the for loop. Okay, console.log, if I am writing I, give me a second, let me, here you can see if I write I, you can see the output here. You can see the output here: 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 up to 9. Let's try to understand how this output is coming out. Okay, so tell me what is the I value here. Let me open the notepad. What is the I value here in first time? What is the I value here first time?
0.
0. I is equal to 0. Okay, great. Now it's moved to the second part of the argument. Is I is less than 10? It means 0. Now I value is 0. 0 is less than 10. Agree? It
Yes.
is true, right? It is true, right? So if the condition will get true, then it will go inside your for loop and print the logic. Whatever the logic you have written, it will execute that logic. Okay, so right now I am trying to print the value console.log I. So what is the I value here? 0. So it printed the 0, right? Now what happened? At the end you have written one more argument, that is 1 plus plus, sorry, I plus plus. So when it's go inside the loop, right, when it execute your logic, after that it, when your execution get completed, your inner execution get completed, at the end it will I plus plus mean it will increment the value. That means I I I plus 1, it will add 1 1. Okay, so what is the I value? 0 and plus 1. Now what is the I value here? 1. So this I value will assign here in the place of 0. Now tell me what is the I value after incrementing the value?
1.
1, right? Okay, this is your second iteration. This is your second iteration. So in the first iteration, I is equal to true, I is equal to 0 and condition is true, then it's go inside and execute your code, then it increment the value I plus plus, then your execution get completed, then it's come to the for loop. Come to again this for loop and it will, the I value is now 1. Now tell me the condition, 1 is less than 10 or not. It is true, right? Agree? So
Yes.
your condition is true, then it will go inside the for loop and execute your code. Whatever the code you have written, it will execute that code and it will print. Now what is the I value? 1. You can see it here, it printing the I value 1. Right? Now it increment the value. Then I value is 1. I value is 1. Then it will add one value, increment the one value. Then I value is 2. Right? Now in the third iteration, now it will quit the loop and come to the for loop. Right? And again I value is now 2. I value is 2. Now 2 is less than, it will check the condition. 2 is less than 10 or not. Yes, it is less than 10. So it will go inside the for loop and it will verify the condition. It will verify the condition, right? And you can see it here. I value is here now 2. You can see 2 output. Now at the end it will increment and decrement the value, right? So 2 plus 1, 2 plus 1 is equal to 3, right? Now the value is 3. Now I value is 3. Now I value is 3, right? Now I value is 3. Now I is less than 10. Okay, 3 is less than 10. Agree? So it is true. It is true, right? Now it will come inside the for loop and execute your code. Now I value is 3. You can see 3 get printed. Right? Now it again increment the value, that is 3 plus 1. That is I value is 4. Now again I value is 4, right? Similarly it will go up to, let's suppose 9, up to 8, let's suppose 8, right? So up to 8. Now I value is 8, right? And it will verify the condition 8 is less than 10. Yes, it is true. Then it will go inside and print the logic. You can see 8 get printed. What is the I value? 8. It get printed. Now at the end it will increment the value I plus plus. This argument will get executed, right? 8 plus 1. Now I value is 9, right? Now it will come, it will quit the loop and it will come in the beginning, right? Now I value is 9, right? Is 9 is less than 10. 9 is less than 10. It is true or false? It is true, right? So it will come inside the loop and print the value I value, that is 9, right? Now it will again increment and decrement the value 1 and print, and what is the I value now? 10, right? Now I value is 10. Now I value is 10. Now tell me, is 10, it will check the condition. 10 is less than 10. Tell me.
False.
It is false. So it will not go inside the for loop. So your logic will not get executed and your execution will get completed. When the condition get false, your execution will get completed. It will quit that execution. It will not go inside the for loop. Okay, so it will execute up to the true. Okay, and here you can see you are getting the false. That's why the 10 not get printed. Right? Now I'm changing this value. Now you guys tell me what would be the response. What would be the response? what would be the code output? Tell me.
10 also will get the index, like it will be true.
Right, 10 also will get printed. Here you can see. Now I'm giving you one more thing. Now tell me the output.
From 2 till
That's
10.
from
2 to 10.
2 to
2
10.
till 10.
2 to 10, because we initializing the value with the 2, right? So it start with the 2, not 0. Okay, here you can see 2 to 10, right? Now what we are doing here, let's suppose I'm changing the value as I. Now give me a second. Yeah. Now tell me the output.
The
No,
statement
look,
is
give me.
Error,
Yeah.
right?
Now tell me the
That is,
output.
I think this is a error, right?
wrong. Yeah, the condition should be after initialization. There should be a condition.
Because we are initializing it to 2 again, we are checking it for equal to 10. It is, I think it's wrong. So
No output, right? Right, and let's suppose I'm changing the value less than 10. Now tell me the output.
2 to 9.
From 2 to 9.
Okay. Now tell me the output.
To 10.
3 to 10. 3 to 9.
3 to 9.
3 to 9.
No, 9 plus
10.
1 it will be. So 10 it will be till
10.
10.
10.
You can see the output.
Yes.
Right? Now let me remove this thing. Okay, and make this more complex. I'm writing the if condition inside the for loop. Okay, if if I is equal to 5, then console.log, then test case pass. Now tell me the output.
At fifth step, it will print this test case get pass.
Test get pass only, that is the output. When it equal to.
So you can see it here. What happened? The 1, when the value is 0, so the condition is true, right? It will go inside. It will go inside. But here I have put one more bodyguard here, right? And it will again check the condition. I is equal to 5. No, because I value is 0, so it is false, right? So it will go inside not go inside the if condition, right? And after that, after the if, I have not written any logic, so it will not print anything, right? So it again increment the value I plus plus, that is 0 plus 1 1. It will come here 1 0, I value is 1, then I condition 1 is less than 10, yes, then it will go inside and it will check the condition, right? And it will sorry, 2 is equal to 5, no, So it will not go inside the if condition. Then again increment the value 2 plus 1, that is 3. Now I value is 3. Similarly, it go up to the 5. When it's come to the 5, then 5 is equal to 5. That means the condition get matched. So that's why it go inside and print this message. So after the 5, tell me, execution will get stopped or it will continue?
It will continue
Up to?
up to 9, like
9.
10 it will come
Mhm.
incremented, then it will fail the condition and it will come out of the for loop.
Exactly. Up to 10, and when it's come to the 10, it will verify the condition, and if not get matched, then it will quit that loop. Okay, now here what I am doing here, I'm writing else condition. Now you have to tell me the output. Else console.log test case get. Now tell me the output.
Until
For
I is equal
5,
5, it will check the else statement. So test case not get passed will be printed until the I equals 5.
the test
Okay.
case will get executed like for I equal to 5, test case get passed. For all other condition like 9 condition, it will be test case not get passed.
Exactly. You can see it here, right? Clear? Okay. Now tell me the output. Now tell me the output. So if I'm writing here, now tell me the output.
Like in 5th and 8th case, it will print test case get passed, and all other cases it will print test case not get passed.
Agree, everyone, or you have any other answer?
For
It is
5
either of
and
the
8,
case.
5
Is
and
an
8,
or
it
statement.
will be test case get passed, and other all condition it will be test case not get passed.
But here it is either, I think, right? It is or case.
It's or is Boolean.
You can see it here. The fifth position, the fifth one, and the eighth one only test case get passed, and the other one will be the fail. Agree?
Vikash, but here we are using or here, right?
Yeah. Or let's try to understand, when I is equal to 5, then it will go to if condition. If I is equal to 5, and here I have written the pipeline symbol, that means it is the or condition, right? So anyone get match. So I is equal to 5 or not? Here one get match,
Yes.
right? So it will go inside and print this thing, right? When I is equal to 8, so it will come to the if part, so it will check I is equal to 8, any of them is 8 or not. Yes, so it will go inside, right? Similarly, if I use it here,
And statement.
and it will not tell me the output.
I think same only.
No.
And
I think it won't get executed,
None of the test case will pass, I think.
and
Both
only
should.
the else condition will get passed for
Yes, for all 0 to
5.
10, test case
Yes,
not get passed.
0 to 9, it will get passed, only the test case not get passed.
0 to 9. Come again, ma'am.
Yes, 0 to 9.
I didn't understand. Come again. 0 to 9
From
what?
0 to 9, the else
Mhm.
part only will get executed because it is an AND operator. I equal to 5 and I equal to 8 at the same time. If it is there, I think then
Clear? Clear?
Yes.
Yes.
Right? Now, I want one ensure that okay. Let's suppose you are in the crowd, right? You are searching your sister or brother in the crowd. Okay. In the crowd, there is 200 people in the crowd. Okay. And you are searching your, boyfriend, girlfriend, brother, sister, whatever. You are searching any particular person, right? Then you are start searching your, relative. When you find your relative after half an hour, 10 minutes, 5 minutes, right? When you find your relative, you will continue your searching or you will stop your searching.
We'll stop.
Will stop, right?
Yes.
Right? Here you can see if the condition get pass, if that condition get fulfilled, right? Here you can see it is still executing when the things are get, match. You can see. So this is unnecessary things is happening here. Right? Agree? If you continue your searching, what happened? It will, wasting your time. It will take time. Agree? Your efforts. Right? Similarly, the code effort will do when the execution will happening. So it will take extra time to execute this thing. It will take time. So I don't want to do this thing. If your condition get passed, you don't want to continue the statement. You want to quit the thing. Okay? What logic you can apply?
Break.
We can use the
yes,
break.
break.
Okay? So that will break the statement. You can see. When you condition get passed and you executed your logic, you don't want to continue the things, right? You can use the break. You can use the break because let's suppose right now we have only 10, but in the real time if you have thousands of data, 10,000s of data, right? You don't want to unnecessary, because if your code is executing, it will take time to find that element and match that element, right? So you don't want to waste the code time, the execution time. You don't want to increase the execution time. That is the not the smart work. Okay, so I stop the execution using the break. It will quit the execution. Okay, clear? Now let's try to understand one more concept. Why I'm explaining you? Because this thing I will use in the Postman. That's why this concept. Okay, that's why you have to know this thing very well. If you not get the concept, you will not write the code there. It's very simple and straightforward coding. Okay, now I'm using the array concept. I'm storing the username user1, user2, user3, Guys, this concept is not only for the JavaScript. This is common for any language, I think. Okay. Might be you have some syntax difference, but the concept is same. In Java, if you go here, then you have to declare the data type as a int. Data type as a int. If you go here, you can see this is the Java code. Here you can see int. Right? Int here, where it is? Yeah, here you can see int. Right? Because in the Java we are using different data type. In JavaScript we are using var, let, and constant. Okay, so only syntax will be different, other things will be the same. Okay, that's why the everyone asking who start learning the code, if you learn any of the language, then it's very much similar. You have only see the syntax different. Okay, I have created the 4 user. Let me create one more user. Okay. Give me a second. Where you are using mistake? Where the code is wrong? Oh, here we have to use that. Okay. Okay. Now let's try to console the name. So this is an array. Which type of array it is? String array, right? If I console.log name, you can see it here. The name get printed here. User 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The array get printed here. The 5 is there, right? Five is there, right? Now I want to find the length of this array. How you can? Or let's suppose I want the user 3. I want user 3 element. How you can? So we have one for length. It will print the length of the array. Can you see it here? It print the length of array 5. If you find the length of array, the total number of length, what is the total number of length? You have to use length. Name, the variable name where you have stored, and length. Okay, in Java we are using size. We are using size. I think somewhere it mentioned. I think no. So leave it. In Java we are using size. Okay. In C# we are using like that. Okay, but in JavaScript we are using length, simple length. Okay. Now you find the length, and the length is 5. Length is 5. Okay. Now guys, tell me the one thing. Tell me the one thing. Can I write this thing as a condition? Let's suppose this is I. This is I. Let me change this as a name, and here name can be length, and here let me use name Guys, please mute. Okay. Okay. Now my scenario is you have to write the code that if user 3 will get match, then print the message like test case get pass. You have to find the user 3 inside this array, right? So I have written the condition, right? I have written the condition. Okay, this is the I is equal to, let me take one variable name I and and here let me pass the value users 3, right? And is this code is understandable?
I think by index we should sort out, not by length.
Sorry.
I think, sir, by index we can find out user 3 using index,
Okay.
not by length. What I think.
But here I think if condition, it should be name of I, right?
Okay, let's
Yes.
try to make it as a simple, and it is the wrong code which I have written. I index of 0, right? Index of 0 user 3, give me a second, index of,
No, it should be name of I, right? Name of index of I, right?
give me a second, this is the name and the name is here, so it should be name, not I, right? So what I did here, I have created one array, the string array here, right? And using the length, you can find the length of the array, right? And here I have initialized one variable, that is I is equal to 1, and I have written the condition that I is less than name dot length. Name dot length means 5, right? Name dot length is 5. What is the length here? The 5. Then increment the value. Now name, if it will go inside, let's try to execute this thing. So what is the I value? Is 0, right? Now I is 0, sorry, is 0 is less than 5 because name dot length value is 5. Yes, it is less than 5. So the condition is true. Then it's go to the if condition. Inside the if condition, it will check what is the name and index of, what is the index value? 0, right? Is equal to user 3. Okay, so tell me what is the index of 0 here?
User 1.
1.
User 1 is equal to user 3. So the condition is false, right? So that's why it's not go inside the if condition, it go inside the else part, and that's why it's printed here, test case not get passed, right? When now now you it increment the value, 0 plus 1, that is 1. Now I value is 1, right? Now I1 is less than name dot length, and name dot length is 5, right? So you can see it is again true, and it will go inside the if condition. And now name index of what? 1. In I value is 1 is equal to user 3. So tell me, this condition is what? So name is index of 1 is equal to user user 2, right? And is equal to users 3, right? So that means your condition is false, right? So it will go to the else part, right? Now when I value get incremented as 1 plus 1, that is 2, right? That is 2, then I is equal to what? 2, right? 2, and 2 is less than 2 is less than 5. It is true. It is true. So it will go inside the for loop and execute the if condition. When it's come to the if condition, what is the I value? 2, right? 2. And what value we have to compare? User 3. Is this condition is true or false? Let's see. Name index of 2 is equal to what? Name index of is user 3, right? So user 3 is equal to, right? User 3, you can see it here, right? User 3, and it will print the condition. It will go inside and print this message, test case get passed, and here your condition get matched and break this statement, you can see, right? Clear? Now if you will add anything here, your code will not change. If you delete it anything, now what is the length value? Now what is the length value here?
6.
6.
So it will apply the condition up to 6. If I remove the one value here, now tell me the length value.
5.
5.
5.
Right. So if I remove one more value, let me
4.
4 it is.
4. Okay. So we will use the same concept here. Okay. So guys, you can mute. Okay. So here you can see the response is in the form of array. In the form of array. In the form of array. Here you can see. Right. So what we have to do, we will try to write the code here. We will try to write the code here, how we can. So first thing I told you, very first thing what you are doing here while doing the automation or even manual testing. First you have to verify the status code, guys. Okay, so write the code here. Write the code if response, which we have already written in the above here. We have already written here, right? Right. So same thing we are writing here also. Response code dot code, okay, is equal to 201, right? And then then go inside, right? You validated that thing, right? Now let me write the else part, right? Now I want to, if it is 201, I want to print the message like test users able to fetch the data, successfully. Okay, and let's try to pass this test case. So actual and expected, we have to match. So can I write the same thing here so that your actual and expected will get passed? Okay, now what you have to do, you have to find the element from this array. Okay, so what concept you can use it here, the for concept, right? For loop, and initialize the thing. Okay, initialize the thing. Okay, so where I is equal to 0, right? And I is less than, now what condition I have to write it here, tell me.
Like the length of this array.
Yeah, I know that, but what variable I have to write, from where I have to get the length?
Response body dot length.
Exactly, from response body dot length, because I have stored the thing inside the response body. Okay, so you have to write response body dot length. Okay, then increment or decrement the value. Okay, and then right now here you can write the condition that what condition you have to write it here, guys, tell me. In if you are doing the manual testing, what, how you can verify this thing, tell me. Try to approach manual, then convert the manual into automation script.
What we need to do, like
Whatever the added employee is coming in that list or not, we would be checking.
So what would be the primary key? Based on that you can apply the condition, and after that that condition will get validated, you can go proceed further and verify the other things. What condition I have to write?
like anything unique if in if condition. First need to validate that, and then we can in if code we can write.
Guys, I told you that first you have to find the unique thing, right? If you are trying to verify the data, so what is the primary key here? In your
ID.
case, ID here, right?
But ID
ID
can
here
get change also, no?
gets changed, but we are writing the script as a dynamic way. We are not hard coded the thing.
But
We will
ID
not use the hard. Let's try to understand. I have created this create employee, right? Create employee. What changes I have made it here?
The index of our address. Address. Yeah. So when you create the data, this ID you have to verify here. Agree? When you create the data, this ID you have to verify in get all employee data.
Okay.
Right? So you like that we can use here. So in the if condition we will write the verify the ID. Okay, so to verify the ID, first we have to get the ID. Agree? Right? So I told you that if you here I have used the set method to fetch the ID. Whatever the ID you will get it from the you will get in the response. You are storing that ID into the environment, right? And you have set one variable name, and you are using this variable in as a parameterization here, right? But I told you if you want to use in the test or pre-request, the parameterization concept will not work here. Okay, so in that case what we have to use, get the employee ID, okay. You have to use the concept of pm dot environment dot get method and pass the in variable name. What is the variable name from which I have created?
set employee ID. I will copy and pass it here. Right now, store this thing inside one variable where get employee ID. Right now, you get the employee ID of this user, right? Correct, using the get method. Now what we can do, now apply the if condition. Now apply the if condition, like where I have stored the thing in the response body. Response body index of I dot ID. This is your actual, and what is your expected is this one which you are getting from the post, right? If that condition get passed, you will you have to find the unique element, not the element which are multiple, right? You have to write the condition of the unique element, right? Now you have written the condition. Now you can validate the things whatever you can. Okay, now here write the condition like verify the employee first name. The employee first name, and here actual expected. So what is your actual response body? Response body index of I and dot first name. First name. What is the first name? First name. Okay, pass the first name here, and what is your expected? The expected is we have to, the expectation is from the this body, right? This body, right? So I think we have also stored the request data somewhere here, you can see. So I will copy this thing, right? And I will use the one more get method, get the employee request body, employer request body, where get employee request body, okay, is equal to pm dot environment dot get and pass the variable name. Pass the variable name. Right now you store the things inside this. This is your actual now, which you are getting from here, the create call, this body, which you have set it here. Okay, now you can here as a expected, what you can write it here, this is your expected data, right? So get response and dot first name, and let's try to call. Not get, oh, we are validating the 201. It should be 200 because the status is 200. Okay, so let me again run. You can see it here, unable to fetch the data because this assertion get failed. Right here you have to also change it at 0. Here you can see, but this one get passed. Verify the first name. Verify the first name. If I again call, both the test case should be passed. Right? Similarly verify the other thing also. Copy. Give me a second. Copy and paste it. Copy and paste it. And here, what you want to verify? Employee. Let's suppose I want to verify surname. Okay. So I will go here and change the value. Verify the employee surname. Okay, employee surname, pass the value surname and surname, right? And again for let's suppose email ID, copy the email ID, pass here Copy paste here also and copy paste here also and run. You can see it here. Verify the employee first name, verify the surname, verify the email ID. Okay, now if you want to verify the other property like date of birth, marital status, similarly you can write the code. Let's suppose what code we have written here. Let's suppose I want to verify phone number, so copy paste. That's why I told you it's very simple to write the code in JavaScript. Okay, address. So where is the phone number? So copy the phone number and pass it here, phone number and phone number, right? You can see it get passed, right? Similarly, let's suppose I want to verify the address. Now address. Okay, so copy and paste it here. Okay, verify the employee address. Okay, at employee address. Okay, employee address, and what value you have to write it here. I want the city, right? So address index of, this is the array or sim, I think it is an array, right? So you can write it here, index of array, right? And response body, here you can write index of array. It will not work here, so we can use 0.city, right? And here you can use get employee data, same code here. Okay, let's try to copy. You can see it here. So this thing I will explain you, right, how we can make this thing as a dynamic, this thing.
From where we are getting this get employee ID? Can you show again?
Which one?
So get employee ID.
Yeah. Okay, so if I run these things, it will not break it until unless any bug is not there or any functionality is broken. You can see, right? So in tomorrow class we'll try to make this thing as a dynamic also. Right now we are hard coding this thing. Okay, if anyone come and change the value, then it will not work, right? So we'll try to make this thing as also dynamic, and after then we will discuss the prerequisite section, and we'll try to complete the JavaScript code for the update and the delete also. And after then we will discuss the designing part, how you can design your collection, okay? So that's it, guys. If you have any question, then let me know.
Vikash, 1 minute, can you show that thing, the code what you have written now in that get all data? I have one doubt in that. If
Yeah,
Vikash, 1 minute, can I, if I'm not wrong, the first statement you have written, right, in if. So what this will do, it will get the response body. For example, if it have 10 data, 10 users stored in there, so it will first get the first one, right, response body of 0. So that ID will be data will be compared here. 1 minute, can you explain that?
So here the same thing which I have explained here, same situation here also. So what happened? Response body is what? It is the array, right? And here we are finding the length of array. So when it's come here, the first in this one case, the index of 0 is less than length. Let's suppose the length is 113, let's suppose. So it is less than. So it will go inside the if condition, and here it will check the response body. What is the I value? 0. So I value is 0, right? And it will fetch the response index of 0 ID. So what is the response index of 0? This one, right? So it will fetch this ID. ID is 1, right? And it will compare the get employee ID, and the get employee ID which you are fetching it here, and the get employee ID is this one, 119. So tell me, 1 is equal to 119?
No, so that data it will not take.
Yeah, so it will execute until unless when the condition will not get, fulfilled. And here you can apply the break statement inside the if condition. When your condition get matched, you can apply the if condition. Sorry, break statement. Okay.
Okay, so whenever that ID equal to the get employee ID of 1, then it will perform that test condition, right? That it will compare the first name and all.
Yeah, when this condition will fulfill, right? So tell me, when, let's suppose it is 112. So that particular value we will get assigned here in I value.
Okay.
Okay, that particular value, let's suppose here I want to print I. Let's see what is the output here. Let me remove the console.log, and can you see the output here? 1,
Yes.
right? 1 here, because this I value will proceed further inside the if, not the 1 2 3 other, only this, whatever the value get fulfilled, that I value will get proceed on inside. Okay, so
Yes.
that's why I'm asking you, first you have to identify the primary key condition. If the primary key condition will get passed, then you can use this I value in the further validation. Okay.
Yes, Vikash, I got it.
So that's why I have used the I value. So whatever the value, let's suppose it condition will get true at 112 index. So that value will assign everywhere 112, 112, not the other one, because the for other one it's not going inside the if condition, right? Clear?
Yes, Vikash, I got it.
Any other question?
Because for
No?
all this, it is taking from the environment thing, right? So that should always be enabled here, right? Because some
Yeah,
we are get and set.
if you are taking the help of environment, then you have to make it as active. Okay, we can also, if you don't want to use the environment, then you have one more option that we will discuss in the coming class, that is the collection scope. You can implement all the things inside the collection. In that case, you don't have to use the environment. Okay,
But
but
here we
generally,
are have to use, right? Because we are setting here PM dot environment.
exactly here
Everything.
you have to use, because here we have used the environment. If you want
Yes.
to set everything inside the collection, then you have one variable collection here, then you don't have to use the environment. But in the real time we are using, rarely we are using the collection variable. Okay, but I will explain you that one also. Okay, any question? Okay guys, then thank you. We'll meet tomorrow in the same time, and today I will again share this collection file so that you have the reference, okay, to do the practice. You can import, and if it is asking this file is already exist, then you can replace that file and import the new one. Okay, and inside that the create employee I have added the assertion. Okay.
Okay. Because in document, this everything will be there.
No, inside the document, this coding part is not there.
Okay. The concepts alone will be there, right? At least the
Yeah,
headings
yeah.
and stuff. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, Vikash. Thank you.
So let me provide you this this file to you. Let me export. You don't have to do with the environment. Let me only share the place it, and let me provide you the, so that you can do the practice. Okay, where is the, yeah, this one. You can import this file. Thank you guys. Bye bye.